Hey guys, and welcome to another video. Hope you're all doing well. And for some of you who might have seen my recent video or who follow us on the podcast or socials, you might know that I've had quite a few changes as of late with my training and nutrition. So thought I'd bring you along for the day and show you guys what I've been up to. I've been up for about an hour now, had a black coffee, checked in with a few clients, and my breakfast is in the oven as we speak. So I'll see you guys in a little bit once breakfast is ready, and we'll see what the day entails for all of us. So if you know me at all, you'll know that breakfast is my largest and my favorite meal of the day. And that means I do take a little bit more time making this, and I've shown it in some previous videos, but there has been a major change because as I alluded to, I've had some nutrition changes in my diet. And well, obviously, if it's nutrition related, and essentially I've lowered my dietary fiber intake significantly, and that's meant that oats have had to go, and purely because oats are very, very high in dietary fiber, and I can put some in here, but I can't have my typical big bowl of oats for breakfast, which I've probably been having since 2015 maybe, so 6 years I've pretty much had oats for breakfast every single day of the week, even in prep.
So what did they reduce down from?
So they were around 200 grams per day, and now they're just a pitiful 25 grams in here, which I blend up. But now I basically transitioned to my cream of wheat for breakfast. I put some yogurt topping on there, some blueberries, some peanut butter. And the good thing that has come out of reducing the oats is like I've got so much more dietary fat to play with now. So that's basically what this meal is. And I'm going to eat this before it cools down too much, but I want to kind of discuss like how I've had to change my diet a little bit to lower my fiber intake, and I've lowered it from about 100 to 110 grams per day down to around 50 to 60, which is still a decent amount, but it's amazing how quickly it adds up for me. But yeah, that's it from me, and I'll give you guys a look at this before it's gone.
You can't keep me in a cage made of tired ideas. It's rusting out faster by the day. Oh, wear your leash on, take no
So guys, breakfast is all done, and as you can probably tell, about to head to the gym for training. And before I did that, I wanted to discuss a little bit more about my changes to dietary fiber, because I think a lot of people, when they hear that you've lowered your dietary fiber intake, they kind of assume the worst, and they think that you've lowered your dietary quality and your nutrition. But I'm still having my 6 serves of veg, I'm still having all my fruit for the day, I'm still having whole grains and having dairy and lean meats and a variety of fatty acid sources. But I've just had to be a little bit more strategic with mainly my carbohydrate options. So essentially, as I alluded to, I'm having cream of wheat for breakfast. I'm still having a protein cake post-workout, but rather than using wholemeal flour, I'm using just regular old white flour now. And that obviously has a lot less dietary fiber. So that is per 100 grams, that is 3.5 grams of dietary fiber, which is quite insignificant. And then I've also been playing around with the rice flour as well. And for those of you who live in Australia and think that you need to use the prepackaged cream of rice, you are incorrect. So just buy the white flour and the rice flour. Wow, it's still early here, and this will work really well for your cream of rice. You don't have to buy the special stuff from the supplement store. You obviously still can if you want. But polenta has been something that I've been getting into recently as well, and at the moment I've been making a polenta pizza base for my third meal of the day, and I've actually got a recipe for that over on my Instagram. And then for dinner, I've actually started adding some more carbohydrates in the form of white rice to that. So as you can see, there's still 4 different types of carbohydrate options here. So the wheat flour, the rice flour, the basmati rice, and the polenta. So I guess technically that's 3, but then I still have some oats for breakfast, still have my fruits and vegetables. So far it's been going really well, and I'll probably do a full day of eating, kind of addressing all my meals, because I know you guys like that. But for the rest of the morning, it's around, that's not right, so it's around 7:45 now. We'll probably leave for the gym in about an hour. And until then, I'm going to probably do some steps and do a bit more work. So I'll see you guys soon for training, where I'll kind of run through all the major changes for that. So guys, while the footage of my push day is playing, I wanted to give everyone a bit of an update as to what's been going on with my training and a few other little things as well. So for those of you who don't know, I've actually brought someone on board, a coach, to help me in my journey to the stage in 2023 and to really maximize my off season. And obviously I am a coach myself. However, I think it can be really beneficial for even for coaches to have coaches to kind of simplify the process and really allow me to avoid the minutia of my own training and nutrition. And of course I still will have a significant input, but I really like that weight kind of taken off my shoulders in terms of focusing too much on my own progress and allowing me to invest more time and energy into my own clients and content and stuff like this YouTube video. So basically what I'm doing in terms of training is keeping it at about 5 days per week, or with 2 rest days. And essentially that's broken down into a pull and hammy session, 2 push days, a dedicated quad day, and also another dedicated pull day as well. So it basically looks like 2 push, 2 pull, and then a quad day. One of those pull days has a hamstring emphasis. And the reason why that is we know that my lower body is more favorable in terms of muscularity. It also grows more quickly as well. It's just my genetics and how I respond to lower body training. So essentially we've lowered the frequency slightly of the leg days and basically prioritize more upper body, especially the pull days, because let's face it, my back is my weakest component. It's the weakest link in the chain from a strength and a muscularity standpoint as well. So the emphasis is on that to grow it. And as you can see from today's pull day, something that we've been taking quite a strong point on is just my execution of movements and slowing everything down. And because my strength isn't too bad, my strength doesn't reflect my poor muscularity in my back. I think it more comes down to the execution of movements. So it's really good to have someone there to be, to send videos to and to be like, okay, is this good? Is this bad? And it's why I do exactly the same thing with my own clients as well, because if you're programming exercises and you don't know how that's being executed, that's not good, because someone could be doing an amazing job or they could be doing a very poor job. And we know that lifting is our avenue to gaining muscle. Like nutrition can help facilitate that muscle gain, but the lifting in the gym is what actually contributes most of all. So that's kind of the introduction as to what I'm doing for training now. I'm more than happy to go into a bit more depth in later videos, but essentially I just thought I'd start with that. Essentially I'm working with AJ Morris and he's based in the UK. So highly recommend checking him out over on Instagram. He also has a YouTube channel as well. But I'm looking forward to seeing how this working together takes me to the stage in 2023. And I know that I'm going to bring some very significant improvements. So we're back from the gym and I've got my post-workout protein cake here, which you guys have probably seen before. Sam's joining us too. Hello.
Never feed dogs chocolate though, guys.
No, don't. And Boston's behind us there as well. But, so this is my protein cake. Usually I'll make it with wholemeal flour, but today it's with white flour as I showed you, and that's of course due to the dietary fiber. And I'm going to top this with some ABC spread, which is almonds, Brazil nuts, and cashews, which I've had a few times now. Yeah, it's pretty decent. And actually, if you want to see my tip to triple the size of your nut butter, but for the same calories, then check out my vlog 2 videos ago, which was my recovery day, and I give you a few tips and tricks there. I think Sam just wants a bit of attention. Hello. Okay, you've had your hug. Yeah. But I also wanted to show you guys the supplements that I've been taking, as I alluded to last video. So I'm taking some. I'm taking some vitamin D, some zinc, and some magnesium as well. And basically, I'm taking vitamin D in the morning with breakfast. And this will be when I have a fat source, because it's good to supplement D with supplement. Not the D, but supplement with vitamin D with a fat source. And zinc, you want to supplement basically any minerals that you supplement with, you want to do it away from other minerals. So for example, ZMA is a popular supplement, but the problem is that it's zinc and magnesium combined, and those will compete for absorption together, and you probably won't end up absorbing much of either of them. So I recommend supplementing zinc and magnesium separately in different meals. So I supplement with zinc in meal 2 and then magnesium with meal 3, and try to have it away from other minerals. So I limit my calcium and iron in those meals as well, or at least I try to. Obviously you can't always get the best of everything, but you can at least try. So if you're currently taking a ZMA supplement, I'd probably stop that. That's my recommendation. And hope that helps some of you as well. There is some people might say, oh, take your magnesium in your last meal prior to bed, but there isn't too much evidence to support that magnesium will actually help with sleep or recovery, unfortunately, unless you're quite deficient already. And I'm not deficient in magnesium, I'm just taking it to further optimize my levels. So those are my little tips and tricks for supplementation. And I'm going to whack some nut butter on there. I think Sam wants another pat, and I'll check in with you guys later today. Hey guys, so I'm joined by Sam again, who loves pats. And that pretty much wraps up the video for me, and I think that's a really good insight into what the plan will be like for Road to 2023. So essentially, AJ and I will be working together to bring up all my weak points, gain as much muscle as possible, of course, have good nutrition, and I'll be doing some things more myself along the side, like trying to maximize my testosterone out of interest. But essentially, my training day macros at the moment are around 500 to 550 carb, 80 grams of fat, and 275 protein. I'll be gaining weight until I need to mini cut, which I'm predicting will be around 90 to 95 kilos. I'm around 81.5 at the moment, so I've got a lot of weight gain in store, which is excellent. And yeah, that pretty much sums things up. And I'm really looking forward to these next couple years of training before beginning prep again. I know I have a lot of improvements to make, which is going to be awesome. So really hope you guys enjoyed this video and a bit more of an insight into my current training and nutrition, which I hope you enjoyed. And I will be continuing to put out videos like this in the future. As always, let me know if there's anything specifically you would like to see. Otherwise, I shall catch you in the next one. Leave a like, leave a comment, and please hit that subscribe button.
Don't